been, he showed more boxing acumen than anybody else.
However,
anybody else.
We'll let Ryan go first.
What I will say on behalf of KSI is what was put in front of him
was harder.
Was Logan Paul.
Yes.
And
Logan Paul can't box.
No, but the point I'm
he's a better boxer than someone that won a slam dunk contest.
If you look at what Nate Robinson, so
amazing.
I was thinking the same thing. But what I will say is, in terms of Jake Paul, I was thinking the same thing in terms of ability, what we've seen.
Yeah.
But then you have to look at the Nate Robinson fight, and you look at the Gibbo fight, and I do think that Logan is a big guy and probably a tougher test than those two. And also, when JJ fought Logan the first time, it was still very early. I think Jake's had we're looking at Jake a few years on now. We haven't seen JJ and Logan lately. So they're big
And that's
guys.
what I'm saying. On the fights that we've seen, it would be reasonable to say Jake beats KSI.
I don't think it's reasonable because the competition isn't comparable. That's what I would say. Because if you're gonna fight a guy that's had 4 months that's learned how to box, he's had 4 months to learn, right? The best thing that they could do to promote this guy as a fighter was say that he's won the slam dunk contest 3 times, which has nothing to do with anything.
Sure.
Right? And you got a guy that's been boxing for 2-3 years consistently. Can you really say that he's a great boxer? Like, can you really say...
I'm not really on about the actual performance of their opponents.
That determines how good someone looks. Is the
Jake's timing would be a problem. Based on what I saw from KSI.
Would be a problem. It's fair to say, Bruce.
And you're right to say about the opponents.
That's fair.
I think about the opponents. You're absolutely right. Just when I looked at Jake's timing, so Gibb was in there for 30 seconds or whatever it was. But the way and then he followed up with that right hand, mate. That was good timing. That was good speed.
Yes.
And the same thing with the basketball guy. So
he has a
killer instinct.
Just off that, I think, wow, okay, he would cause KSI more problems than definitely anybody else in the YouTube scene.
Agreed. That's fair to say. Because Jake has a killer instinct and his brother doesn't. When he sees that you're hurt, he wants to humiliate you. He wants to knock you out.
Yeah, spiteful.
And he has spite.
Yeah.
He has spite. And one thing he has is he wants to box. He's going through that phase. We all go through it. You go through it. You know, I go through it where we're in a wave of learning. We're in a wave of I'm really happy doing this. This is great. And then you have a few knockout wins and it makes you go deeper into that belief of, this is for me. But people have to remember when JJ put it out there, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls, Jake was not interested, right? And that's why Logan stepped up and said, I'll fight you. Jake wanted no part. He wanted to fight his little brother. So don't come back 2 years later because you've had